I'll get it right here in a second. Jesus. Maybe. There we go. Hopefully you guys ain't gonna catch any snapshots of my balls here. Okay. Hitamikoko, good evening. It is almost 9:30 in the PM of the Sun's Day, the 23rd of June, 2024, in the lunar cycle Misamsota, the long rains. And I've kind of had a blow-off day today. I said I would get online at 9 o'clock and do some streaming, which I didn't exactly, but it's 9:30. But I've actually been playing for most of the day. Yeah, it's been quite a blow-off day. I got up early this morning, went out with Carol to do a walk and talk. We saw some cool stuff. We have this one group of vultures, and vultures are kind of, turkey vultures are making a comeback here, slowly but surely. They're one of the animals that was really negatively affected by the extermination of the bison, and in particular the poisoning of bison remains for the purpose of killing wolves. So all the turkey vultures here had died off for a long time, and now they're just starting to make their comeback. A lot of birds died off. I mean, people blame like DDT and shit like that for the depopulation of the eagles at one point, the bald eagles. But it wasn't, I mean, DDT didn't help or anything, but what originally brought that population down to its knees was the strychnine that was being laced in the bison carcasses once the hides had been taken for the industry, and the strychnine left in the carcasses for the wolves to come and find. But the wolves weren't the only ones that found it. Of course, all these other birds and stuff found it. So magpies, which are, have always been abundant here, in the first Audubon Christmas bird counts of Alberta, nobody saw a single black-billed magpie, and that's all from that extermination of the bison. But yeah, so we got turkey vultures coming back, and they've probably been around town here for, I would say, 7 or 8 years, and a growing group of them. And it's funny because they like to roost in groups. So there's a certain intersection in town here. I think it's 7th Avenue and maybe 12th or 13th Street South. There's a spruce tree there, and that's where they all sleep every night. And it was just a few to begin with, and now there's over 20 of them turkey vultures sleeping in that tree every night. And then they wake up in the morning and they spread their wings out and get their sunlight, I should go record that one of these mornings, because that's a really cool sight. But anyway, this morning Carol and I on our walk and talk, we saw those turkey vultures. They had something they were eyeballing up at the coulee rim. Hey, Mr. Bird. My magpie in the background is talking to me. So what's up, guys? I see there's 2 viewers. Who do we have this evening? If you don't mind sharing. Yeah, I'll buy that stuff. What? Where's that gun? Huh? Yeah. Yes, buy this. Please, thank you. Nobody wants to talk. The cool thing about streaming, and really mostly why I'm doing this, because I can't really monetize it. And that's the thing. Fucking Metallica, you know? I've been playing this game for about a month, and last week there was an update, and Metallica must have got a contract with Fortnite. Well, obviously, so there's this like big Metallica component to this game now, and Metallica is like well known for fighting against copyright infringement and all of this shit, but like it doesn't seem appropriate here. But it is when they're you know, one of their songs enters into the picture for 15 seconds or whatever, it screws up my monetization. And they must have a lot of different gamers and stuff, you know, trying to monetize their play, and getting fucked up by Metallica's copyright infringement claims. I haven't been able to monetize. I did, this is my 3rd night in a row streaming, and both of them got copyright infringement shit. So yeah, again, the cool thing about like this is that you can talk to me. You can, you know, make a comment and I'll see it on my TV screen and I can address it. So we can kind of have a conversation here if you want. I mean, no pressure or nothing, but every time I laugh, Derek in the background gives his little magpie laugh. Oh no, now I'm in trouble. Oh, this is actually a good thing. But that storm is coming. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I've been playing this game for... Whoop, I'm going the wrong way to get out of the storm. I've been playing this game for almost a month and I'm still like totally inept. Oh, I want that thing. Oh no. No. I'm trying to get out of here before the storm front comes and kills me. I need to find a guitar. So as I'm playing this game, the strategy that I've developed is to try to find a good assault rifle and a good sniper rifle and some shield potion and some band-aids and a guitar now that Metallica has entered the picture. If you find a guitar, those things are pretty handy. So yeah, oh, I got no viewers now. That's cool. I had 4 viewers for a second, and I was gonna say, hey, you know, what's up? Tell me something, because it's not like... Oh shit, Taylor's all freaking out in the backyard. Oh, hey! Somebody is saying what's up. Yeah, I just had like 4 viewers, and then they all like disappeared, probably because, you know, they didn't give a fuck about games, but that's not really why I'm broadcasting, you know. I'm not a good game player. It's really just to talk to people. This guy. Sheesh. Don't fuck with the Zohan, fellas. I do know how to draw down. Hey, so what's up? What should we talk about this evening? I had a really non-momentous day. I was talking about it with the other guys that were on here previously, but basically I woke up, I did my walk and talk, and Carol and I seen a big group of turkey vultures, which is kind of rare for here. We've only had the return of the turkey vultures for maybe 7 or 8 years in Lethbridge. Hey! Oh, this is Laney from the Pacific Northwest. Not anymore. How are you doing? I'm assuming you mean like how am I doing? And I don't know. I'm doing. Have you seen the turkey vultures, Laney? I seen them this morning. They have a rookery on, I think, like 7th Avenue and 12th or 13th Street South in a spruce tree. And this year there's over 20 of them, which is monumental. There hasn't been that many here since the bison were here. They were killed off with the extermination of the bison I was explaining before. But they're making a comeback, and we've got now over 20 of them sleeping every night in this one tree. I wish I had a guitar. Those guitars, you can like jump a big distance. What happened to your little dog from long ago? Can't remember. Used to meet you, or do you come home from you're probably talking about Polly, who is right here, Polly dog. He's one of my 2 Chihuahuas. He was born in this very bedroom. You can see Taylor kind of in the background, hey? The, my Rottweiler. Taylor. But yeah, Polly, what happened to him was that he got I noticed, I knew he was having a problem. He was trying to pee, and it wasn't working out. And I didn't attend to it right away, and I should have, because it ended up that he had a bladder stone that, you know, was trying to come through his urethra and got stuck, and I didn't attend to it, and so he couldn't pee, and he ended up getting sick, and that whole area was like, when they opened it up for surgery, it was bad, hey? Like the tissues there were all fucked up because I hadn't attended to it quick enough. So he almost died. In the end, it cost $7,000 to save his life, and it was a close call at that. And he's now kind of like a little bit lethargic. He just sleeps a lot. You know, he's not an old dog. He's like 6 years old, but he acts like he's really old, and he's kind of starting to look old already. Aw. Well, 14 out of 100 is not too shabby. I like to get in the top 10, though. Yeah, so Polly almost died in that incident. And, I'm glad I still have him. Well, it's cool, he survived. I mean, he's really had, like, he's probably not supposed to be alive. Because when he was born in this bedroom, he was the first puppy his mom ever had. His mom's name is Cleo, and she was sold to us as a Chihuahua, but I think she was like a good part Doberman Pinscher and some Chihuahua, and she was very athletic, and when she was having her first litter, Polly was the first one out the chute, and he came out the wrong way, and his head was so big he got stuck, and we kind of waited for her to like take care of things herself, and it wasn't happening, so eventually we pulled him out of her, but he wasn't breathing at that point. He was already like, you know, asphyxiated or whatever. So Mahoney did mouth to mouth and brought him back to life. It's on video. we got that on video somewhere. If you look up like Cleo puppies or something on my channel, you'll see Polly being born and escaping death his first time. Now he's escaped death twice. Yeah, that was Polly. That was Polly. Although, maybe you're talking about Susie, because I did have a one of Polly's babies was named Susie, and while I was with Chelsea, Polly and Susie like took off one morning, and then Susie never came back. Okay, and it was right around the transition from winter to summer. It was in May, and we had kind of a big sleet storm for a few days, and I had a dream that where Susie she was there, and she told me in my mind, that it's okay, don't, because I had been like for like a week trying to hunt her down, and unsuccessfully. I think she hid somewhere and passed away of the freeze and that kind of thing. Yeah, Cleo, when I used to go running here, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, it was Cleo, Polly's mom, that would meet me at the door. Yep. Yeah, she's with Mahoney. I gotta turn down my headphones so I'm not yelling at you guys. Yeah, so Cleo's definitely still alive. She's about 8 years old, Polly's about 6. And she's still in very good health. Better health than Polly. Yeah, she is a wicked athlete. She was like the parkour dog. Oh, the guitar. Yes. I love these guitars. Check it out. Yeah, I'm not really up and about lately. I'm like hanging out in my bedroom playing video games most of the day. I should be outside. What the heck is on that guy's back? Oh, I think he's got like a what do you call that? Like a boogie board, like a skimboard. This is a summer skin. I don't even have a fucking gun yet. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go find some kind of armament. But yeah, this is a summer, one of the summer skins that I picked up for, just to make it interesting. And he has a boogie board, which is cool. I used to have a boogie board, but it wasn't like when I was little. They didn't have the ones that were shaped like mini surfboards like this. They were all like perfectly round, and you kind of threw them like a frisbee into the skimming surf, and then ran and jumped on. I don't know how to use it. He probably can use that thing somehow, and I'm retarded and I don't know how to use it. I've been slowly like looking up one thing after another, like Googling it. How do you do this in Fortnite? How do you do that in Fortnite? How do you do this on PlayStation? It's a slow learning curve for Grandpa. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, lady. I'm having good days and bad days. There's days when, like, my mind, like, it really doesn't feel right. And it's those days where I'm like, oh shit, like, maybe I need some kind of medication or something, and then I come down from the whatever it is, and then I don't want that medication. But it seems to be hitting about every 2 weeks, like that I'm strongly affected, and it's been on the new moons and the full moons. And this time it wasn't so bad, I think because I've been working out in the gym. Like I had kind of one bad day this time around, but like I could feel the effects for a few days in my head. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm finding at least, like, I don't know, I never imagined myself to be um interested in playing these video games or whatever, but they are giving me something to do, and now that I've figured out how to stream, you know, that's pretty cool, so I can like actually like interact with people a little bit instead of just be sitting here with my lonely guy pastime. Yeah, originally I didn't, like, I used to journal. I've been journaling since I was 12 years old, and that's one of the things that's going to come in that next memoir about the 12-year-old synthesis. That's when I started like really journaling, but it was always written journaling, and then I was doing writing and photography and blogging, and there was actually a magazine here in Alberta called Alberta Nature that was taking pieces of my blog and using them, like they made a regular column for years from my blogs. And I didn't start video journaling until I ran into Freddie Lee. And I started managing his channel, hey? Like, he put me in charge of online training for his coon. And I started managing his channel, and seeing like how much money he was making and stuff off of the fitness videos, and I was like, shit, you know, I could be like, I don't you know, look like Freddie Lee, but but if I could make half the money he was off of his videos, you know, journaling my fitness videos the way he was, you know. So it started off totally inspired by Freddie Lee, you know. And then I realized, oh, making, like, journaling by video is so much faster than writing, and so much more, like, actually kind of honest. If you're riffing, you know, if you got it like scripted or something, it's a whole different story. But if you're riffing like I do, it's a really honest journal, and you know, I can get public feedback from it right away on YouTube, and I can make money from doing the thing that I've done since I was 12 years old. So I started video journaling Um, yeah, after Freddy, then I just started getting into other stuff, and then Google got a hold of me, and they were like, "Hey, let us assign you a coach to kind of show you how you can make more money off of what you're doing." Hey, so I was meeting with this coach once a week, and she helped me change some things on my channel. I can't even remember like really what they were now, but she was helping me change stuff on the channel for a little bit, for like a few weeks, and then she hit this thing where she's like, you know, really, your channel, it should be split up into like 5 or 6 different channels. You know, your content, you should have a rattlesnake channel, you should have a martial arts channel, you should have a nature channel, you should have a running channel, you know, whatever, these different channels. And if you made them thematic, you'd make more money and this kind of thing. And I was like, well, that's like, but that takes away from the art of it for me, because what I'm trying to show is the synthesis of all of those aspects of my life. And the channel is a journal, you know? Oh shit. I'm gonna get killed here. So I'm visiting too much. Where is this person? There he is. Engaging me in a gunfight is not always smart. See what I mean? Could have just let me alone. Don't fuck with the Zohan. Nah, there's some like really killer players on here that just like serve me up for breakfast like it's no problem. I like taking these positions, Sami Suppi, and the Hunter's Lookout. Sniping. So I try to get a assault rifle and a sniper rifle. Oh, he killed that guy. He's gonna come over here where he's gonna be closer to me though. Oh. Now I'm out of bullets. Oh shit, I only got 7 bullets total left. I remember when Freddy ranted in the bathroom with the gun. Oh, that was a classic Freddy video. I forget what had happened. Somebody had encountered him, and he was like showboating in the bathroom with a gun. If you fuck with him, this is what you're gonna get, kind of thing. Yeah, Freddy was super insecure. What happened between us, like Freddy and I were really tight for a while, hey? And I was running his YouTube channel, and I was training his online students. And then I started training in jiu-jitsu, which Freddy thought was gay. That's where the rift happened. And I started, you know, on my channel promoting jiu-jitsu training. And he was like, you know, our artistic visions don't match anymore, you know? So, yeah, we had to part ways. Yeah, we had a falling out because he wanted me to, you know, then like he was acting like an ex-girlfriend and shit. He wanted me to like take all the content down off of my channel that had any association with him and all this stuff. And we've been making videos together for a while, you know, for years. So it's like, I'm not taking anything down, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Freddy was a character. I still like Freddy, we just not friends no more. Why does he have such hatred for BJJ and grappling? Don't understand him. Well, I think it's because of insecurities and like he doesn't want to train it. Because he feels like it's too gay. You know, which is another kind of insecurity. He feels like, you know, you gotta spend too much time hugging on with guys and that kind of thing to develop that skill. And so he was just advocating, you know, try to keep it standing up. Which is ridiculous in this day in martial arts, you know. But Freddy was a Bruce Lee wannabe, but even Bruce had embraced it, you know. Even Bruce had embraced grappling. Freddy just never got there. Fuck. This guy just hit me. Running out of bullets quick. Oh. Yeah. No, he couldn't deal with it. No, he couldn't deal with it. Because he doesn't know what he's doing. Like, when push comes to shove, Freddy doesn't know what he's doing. He's acting, you know? Like, his martial arts background is really thin. I'm gonna turn on some lights so you can see me better. Hold on. Could I take Freddy? I'm pretty sure. Because I was actually, like, I was trained to, from 12 to 18, I trained with a professional kickboxer. And it was hard sparring. And I was getting beat up every week. And none of my friends or family could tolerate staying in it with me. You know? They just couldn't. They just didn't like getting beat up like that. But when you get beat up every week, you learn how to not get beat up too. You know? And for like after I was done with that, the other schools that I went to for a long time until really the UFC started changing martial arts drastically, but the other schools that I trained in, you know, coming in the door as a white belt, I could take any of their black belts. You know, it was just like plain as day because they never had any of that kind of like hard sparring experience. And Freddy hasn't either, you know. But he's a spaz. That's the thing. Like if you're gonna mess around with him, you either gotta be ready to like submit to his spazziness so it ends and nobody gets hurt, or you gotta wanna like fight Freddy because he's gonna freak out because he doesn't want to lose. You know, his ego can't take it. It's true, I am much older than Freddy, but I'm also like he's very fit, you know? Like, as far as fitness goes. And he trains every day against bags and stuff, you know, who the fuck knows? But I don't think he has the kind of instinct for the, like, understanding another person's body that I do. And that only comes from getting beat up a bunch of times. No, he can't run. He can't. He told me himself, if he's going to train running, he's just going to train sprinting a short distance, you know, to get away from something. But that's just because he can't run. His dad runs marathons, and Freddy's kind of a bitch for not joining him in that, you know? Like, he should be. It's ridiculous that he doesn't, but yeah, no, his endurance isn't there. He's all about, you know, muscling up, and it's a show thing with him. You know what first like got me to get in touch with Freddy. One time I saw Freddy sparring with his student. I'm sorry, I'm reading a comment now. One time I saw Freddy sparring with a student. Student swept his foot and took Freddy down. Freddy went berserk. Yeah, that's how he was. Yeah, you weren't allowed to. You know, fortunately for me, I wasn't in Chicago too much. Like I made a excursion there to train with those guys. But for the most part, I was just over here doing my thing with my guys, and then helping his online students. So I didn't have to deal with Freddy's ego one-on-one like those guys in Chicago did. But yeah, if they you know fucked him up at all, he would go berserk. You know, he had to win. He couldn't handle it if they got the one up on him. There was that one weird student, I can't remember, that might have been the guy you're talking about. There was one kind of weird student that was just like, it was like cultish how he was with Freddy, you know. But yeah, the thing that attracted me to Freddy initially to where I contacted him. Like, I'd seen his channel and stuff. I liked his fitness stuff. Like, you know, can you do this? Can you do that kind of thing with your body? Because I think that's all good stuff. You know, when he tried to like do the human flag kind of a thing, and or whatever kind of feat with his body that he would try to do. You know, I enjoy that stuff. It's not, you know, it's not martial arts, but it's fitness, hey, and acrobatics and other things. And so, but one time I saw Freddie did a video where he was at the lake in Chicago and he was doing a dance, and like just an impromptu dance with martial arts techniques. Like, he called it a kung fu dance. He was doing this dance, and I don't know if you've ever seen on my channel, but there is a video I did with a 80-something-year-old Okinawan karate sensei, where he was doing a karate dance, and just his ability to be able to move his body the way he was 80 years old and stuff. So anyway, I seen Freddie doing this impromptu dance, and it kind of reminded me of this guy. Like, that guy, I don't even know his name off my head. It's on that video on my channel, but he wasn't an instructor of mine or anything like that, but he was associated with Gohakukai, which was a blend of Goju Ryu and Tomarite, like Goju Ryu karate and Tomarite, which is an indigenous Okinawan martial art. And so I met him one time when he was 80 years old, and I just watched the way he was moving and stuff. And when I meet people who are really old, like 80 years old, and they have some kind of secret, like Millie, I usually ask them, like, what's your secret? Haven't asked Millie yet. But I asked this guy what's his secret. And what he told me was, you don't lean on anything. You know? Don't lean on the wall. Don't put your weight on one leg. You know? Don't lean back on your chair. Don't lean on anything. And that's how he kept his good health, hey? So I took that to heart, but did I totally change? No. Oh shit, I'm gonna die in this storm. I find when I'm like, I was wondering tonight if I would be the same. Like last night I was noticing that I was really doing shitty because I was streaming and I was paying so much attention to like talking and this kind of thing that I didn't notice things like the storm sneaking up on me like this, you know. This is a pretty good game for being able to like visit while playing at the same time, you know. What do you call it? When you're doing multitasking. Now I forget what the story was I was telling. I got caught up worrying about the storm. Freddy. Oh, that Okinawan sensei. Yeah, yeah, he said don't lean on anything. And, I bought this, they have those, what do they call them in Japan? Oh, shit. Oh, I'm not supposed to fight that guy. That's a good guy. Try to get out of here. The werewolf is gonna kill me. I got this guy ahead. I'm gonna die here. Yep. Oh well. I'm distracted. I'm distracted playing. Yeah, so the next time I met that Okinawan sensei was about 5 years later. I think he must have been 85. And at that time I was invited to this dinner. And I only had a brown belt in that system. And a lot of the black belt guys were like, I don't know, they seemed to have a problem with me being there. It's me and Mahoney were there. Mahoney didn't even have a brown belt. And but anyway, I ended up sitting with that sensei, that same guy, that 85-year-old guy, and he was still just as able-bodied as before. And at one point they had a traditional musician get up and play a song for him. And he just put on an impromptu karate dance. And it's on my channel, you can look it up. Just look up like karate dance. And then when I seen Freddie Lee doing his impromptu kung fu dance, I was like, this guy might be the right kind of crazy, you know? I'm gonna connect with him. Because I do like his kind of, like his ideas around fitness and stuff. A lot of his ideas, not all of them. But I do like the way he is always challenging everybody, including himself, to. And that was another thing where you weren't like, he would not allow anybody to beat him in any fitness event. Of course, he never ran against me, right? But yeah, he wouldn't allow anybody to beat him in a fitness event, and if they did, he'd just like go crazy trying to beat them in that event, you know? There was a guy who was making our music at one time, James Hatton. He was, you know, 'cause like Freddie likes music to train to and shit, and you can't monetize a lot of it, right? So happened, this guy that joined the club, James Hatton, he's a really good musician, and he makes all his stuff on computer, and so he was making all kinds of training music for us. And we started working with those what are they called? In my video that I just posted today, I used one of them. Hey, it's power bar. To do these kind of inward bends, and it's like a heavy spring that you're bending, and we have different weights of them and stuff. I first got into the power bars because of Freddie, and but James was doing like wicked more power bar bends than Freddie, and Freddie started like complaining because he'd be like, well, you took 2 breaths. You know, you're only supposed to take 1 breath, 1, and then 1, and 1. You right here, and you're like, and then you took another, you know, you're cheating, hey. And it was pretty goofy. But he had to, he had to show him up, so Freddy forced his body to do more than James was doing, and to do them all in one breath to show him up. And, I mean, that's his insecurity thing too, but when it comes to those kind of things, like if he's able to actually do something physically and show somebody up and really do it with better technique or whatever, then like is he wrong? He might be an asshole, but is he wrong? Napoleon's in it may be, because he is pretty small. He is a small guy, and I think, he had a couple of different things go on with him. Like, one thing is, like, he's American. Hey, he's like me. He's had this. I think you could say that. Well, that Freddy has had an identity crisis. Hey, he wants to be Chinese, but he's American. Even though, like, his parents are Chinese, but Freddy's like all out American, and so he tried to fit in at a Chinese martial arts school, and it didn't work out. The Choi Li Fut school, which is a pretty that school he went to in Chicago is a pretty famous Choi Li Fut school. The instructors there are legit. But I think Freddy was only there like a year or something like that, and that was his foundation in martial arts. And from that, he just developed himself physically and like watched movies and stuff. But he got in like fabulous physical shape, like you can't deny that but he's like in terms of martial arts, like as compared to like one of the even an amateur fighter, yeah. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I'll probably do this again tomorrow night. I don't know. I've been playing games every day, so every night before bed. So yeah, if you check in tomorrow, except on Wednesday. On Wednesday there is no play for sure, because Wednesdays is my comedy club night. So well, there might be late play. Like I'm getting kind of like almost addicted to playing this shit. Like I woke up, I went to bed last night after streaming. I went to bed and well, I still played, I still messed around for probably another hour or so after streaming, then went to bed. And then I woke up way before I had to. I had a segmented sleep, and I turned on the game, started playing the games, I don't know. Enjoying it more than TV, and I'm not feeling very what do you call it? Motivated for creating. Like, I should be spending this time like writing and stuff, or at least some of this time writing or creating something. playing video games. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just fixated on overcoming my weakness, you know. Alright, so what else is up, you guys? Talk to me. Send me a message. Make fun of me. Do something. Outlived the first half. I like to get into the top 10, which I do almost every time when I'm not streaming, but when I'm streaming, you know, because I'm multitasking, I gotta split my mind a little bit better. Uh-oh. Somebody jumping around over here. Come on out. Come on, where are ya? Did they really run away? What's up, you guys? It's 5 of you now. One of you's gotta wanna, like, say something. Leave me a comment. Oh, now down to 2. Scare everybody off. So you two, what's up? I bought a virtual reality set, like a, like the goggles and the little wands and a gun and shit. And I found out Facebook Marketplace for. I've been watching because when I bought this PlayStation, I bought the game Creed, like the spin-off from the Rocky series, you know, Apollo Creed, his son. So I bought the game Creed, not knowing that it was a virtual reality only game. And then I sorted that out when I got home, and I was like, ah, shit. So I've been watching Facebook Marketplace for virtual reality bundles, and I finally found one that was within my price range. So I hooked it up today and played Creed for the first time. And I didn't have to train in my garage gym today because I got a really good sweat on playing Creed and boxing, you know? in virtual reality, actually boxing opponents and stuff, and trying to train and stuff on bags in that with the virtual reality setup. It was pretty cool. I haven't yet tried to stream in the virtual reality thing. I just played for like 40 minutes or something on Creed, and I was tired out. I had to stop playing because I was tired. Oh yes. Uh-oh. Somebody's shooting at me. I'll just get out of here. Shoot me now. What's up, you guys? Somebody comment, say something to me so I got something to talk about. Otherwise, I'm just playing this game. Which isn't really the purpose of my stream in this. I like having the ability to like be doing something and chat with people, you know? Makes my lonely guy, my new lonely guy hobby here, less lonely. Somebody was saying yesterday that their comments weren't showing up right away though. So I don't know if anybody's having that issue. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at that guy move. Now I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Just watch. It's gonna come fuck me up. They don't even care about me. They're still trying to get that guy. What did I eat today? I ate raw salmon and tamago. I ate sushi today. Sashimi. And celery. And celery seems to be a magic food. I think it's a derivative of parsley, hey? Like I can taste the parsley in it. Like I've had enough wild parsley to know what that underlying flavor is. And I'm pretty sure celery is a kind of parsley that's just been domesticated and genetically altered for so long that it is what it is. But I'm finding it's very, recently anyway, I'm having a lot of celery craving. Like it makes me feel like good to eat celery. Celery and just straight meat. It's been my daily diet for like the last 2 weeks. Celery and meat. You two are not gonna comment, are you? Let's conversate. What's up? This is gonna be in the inner circle up here. Should stay up this way. Fucking Metallica, assholes. I'm mad at them. I can't monetize my videos because their music plays once in a while and get like 15 seconds of one of their songs, and then they don't let you monetize it because it's a copyright infringement, because they're kind of assholes. Like, why are they even involved in a game that they know people are going to be streaming if they don't want their songs to be like included in that stuff, you know? Let's grab this Jeep. A little bit off-road. Whoa, a lot of off-road. Ryan doesn't drive in Fortnite very well. Hey, Bungee Skunk from Toronto. I have a canvas. If any of your friends want one, that one that I actually put on an artist canvas. I haven't sent that one anywhere yet. I've just put it in a one of those airtight bags, eh? Toronto. I've been following this chick, Sherry Morning Bird, or not Morning Bird, Morning Child. Morning Bird's a Blackfoot name. Morning Child. I think she must be Cree. She's in Toronto, and her Facebook posts are freaking hilarious. Highly recommend her for a good laugh. Holy. Right in the middle of a huge gunfight here. Nobody even knows they're fighting with me. I'm just picking them off. Down. Oh. Placed third though. Third out of 100 people, that ain't too shabby. Yeah, man, I got that canvas. I think somebody was asking for one, but I missed the inquiry somehow, like it was an off week for me. My mind wasn't right, hey? I've been to Toronto a couple of times. I was doing repatriations from the Royal Ontario Museum, and working with the Horn Society from Siksika, the northernmost Blackfoot tribe. They were trying to repatriate their bundles, but we found bunch of other stuff in Toronto, and one of my friends from Sarcee funded us to go out there to try to get one of those bundles back for him, because it had belonged to his grandpa. Then it got like interceded with, it got all political. They didn't want it to go to Sarcee, had to go to Siksika. But we got a bunch of shit back from there, any case. Made a few visits. They had that, they have those things there. What do they call? They're really cool, like, places to go eat. Where it's like a buffet, but they got stuff from all different places. Like, all different kinds of food. They have little islands of, you know, different, like they'll have like an Italian food island and a Mexican food island and this kind of thing. What is it called? I thought it was a German word at first, but it's just describing what it is. What is that thing called? It'll come to me. Fuck. Oh, move and pick. It's called a move and pick. But originally when I seen that, I read it as mauve and pick or something like that. I was like, that must be German. One indigenous station I listen to is CKWE from Kitigan Zibi of the Algonquian Nation. Love the station. No more than 2 minutes of advertisement. Cool. Yeah, I don't know any of the scene there, you know. Like, I did, my late friend Narcissus and I, the AFN, the Assembly of First Nations, flew us out to do some presentations to some of those tribes on the Great Lakes there, you know, Ontario, and but we were just kind of in and out and stuff, and I never like got to know anybody there, like really got to understand like what the scene is like there, native wise, you know. Like, but I know this Cherry Morning Child. She's pretty funny. Let's go. Am I gonna die here? Nope. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah. Got teamed up too much. Place 81 out of 100. That's no good. That's no good. Yeah, the Marvin pick. I've been around to all the big cities in Canada, you know, and pretty much all the big cities in the US too. I was a mover and a shaker at one time. when I was in my 20s and I had a shitload of energy. I didn't care about money, you know? I went all over the place. I can't get this camera just right. I don't want it to be like a crotch camera, but I don't want it to be just a head camera either. A Brazilian barbecue? I don't know if we got those in Lethbridge. I haven't heard of one. We might though. I don't know. We got some funky stuff here for a little rinky-dink place. What's the special thing about Brazilian barbecues? What's their angle? What do they have in Brazil that they might put on there must be some kind of fruit, right? Some kind of fruit that they put on the barbecue that makes it special or something. Some jungle shit. What do they have? What are those berries that they have from Brazil that everybody's pushing for a while as the superfood? I like how every once in a while there's like a new superfood. Oh, I want to get this little potion thing. There we go. So like the blueberries from Brazil were the superfood for a little bit. They bring 15 different meats around to your table and carve a piece at the table. There's also barbecue pineapple brought as dessert. I was thinking pineapple had to be involved in this barbecue because it's, you know, it's tropical, and if you're gonna do a barbecue in a tropical place like that, you know, you're gonna want pineapple. If pineapples grow there. I wasn't sure that pineapples grew there though. Like, I know they grow in Hawaii. I saw that shit firsthand, you know? But I didn't know if pineapples grew in Brazil. That's why I started going for their... What's that? What is that berry? I can't, its name escapes me. Shoot. I can't even remember it. They sell it at Subway now. There's like a Brazilian Thunder Subway or no, not Subway. What is Booster Juice smoothie? Brazilian Thunder. What is that fruit? Ah, number 80. See, I'm just doing right shitty. I think I got one viewer left too. I must be doing shitty play plus shitty narration. Oh, back to 3. Hey guys. I got killed. I'm waiting to reload. Please comment, say something, say what's up, ask a question, start a conversation. That's why I'm streaming. I'm not streaming to show you guys my shitty gameplay. Hey, oh, you're back. I figured out how to thank the bus driver. Watch, I'm gonna do it and you're gonna see in that little bank of stuff on the bottom left, it's gonna say Ride Cortalis thank the bus driver. Here it goes. Boom. He thanked the bus driver. I have been live an hour and a half already. I'm probably gonna be live another hour. I don't see myself going to bed for another hour. So, yeah, feel free to step away and step back in or hang out or whatever. I just saying before, since I'm playing these games most nights, I'm probably just gonna stream most nights, but definitely not Wednesdays, because that's my comedy club night. That's another antidepressant, the comedy club. Well, how do I get that thing? There we go. Just hitting the wrong buttons. Just shooting my weapon instead of grabbing that thing. Yeah, I don't know if... Okay. So I'm surprised that you can jump rope, do boxing, squats, etc., but running gives you trouble. It must be frustrating. Yeah, I'm gonna probably try to run again. You know, of course, I love running. So I'm gonna try it again, but when if I feel any of that kind of tightness in my calf like it's gonna rip, I'm gonna stop, hey? Because I don't want to get injured again. And for some reason, running is making my calf, like, my right calf in particular, like it's gonna tear. And it doesn't take much, eh? A few kilometers and like barely even 2 miles, and my calf is on the verge of tearing, if not tearing. It's messed up. Oh yeah, Calgary. That makes sense. Brazilian barbecue. Alright, so maybe one of these times when I have to go to Calgary for something, I'll try to find a date and go to a Brazilian barbecue. Girls like to eat. I don't eat much. Yeah, $80 is, yeah, well, you know. If it's an event, you know, if you're doing something special, $80 is not a lot to spend, you know. If you're just, if you're doing that every day, no, you can't do that, you know. You can buy groceries for a week with 80. Not me. Well, I probably spend $20 to $30 a day on food. Yeah, I bet I spend $20 to $30 a day on food. And I legit, like, almost always just buy real food, you know? I just go to the grocery store and I hang out on the outside aisles, you know, where the real food is. And I go look for, I go to Safeways, I go look for if any of the beef is discounted, I buy the discount beef, you know, the eat it tonight kind of stuff, $3 off. $68, is that per plate? Probably, hey? $68 per plate for all you can eat. So, yeah, for a girl that might be alright. For me, it depends on the girl, of course. For me, like, I'm not going to get my money's worth because I'm not going to ever eat $70 worth of meat or anything anyway. I don't used to eat roadkill. I eat roadkill. I happily eat roadkill. Yeah, that's not a used to kind of a thing. What the heck? I mean, I haven't scored any roadkill for a little bit, but I'm not above eating it tomorrow if I get a good find, you know. Roadkill's just another, like, quickly killed animal. Why would it bother me that it got hit by a car? I just don't eat that part that the car hit, because that's usually freaking all bruised and messed up and nasty, you know. But there's usually a lot of other good meat. Yeah, I used to eat all kinds of fruits without peeling them, and I still do that too. When I eat those fruits, like, I usually peel my bananas, you know, but there are a lot of stuff that I don't, like, say I eat an apple. I eat the whole apple, you know. Yeah, well, yeah, if I eat pineapple, I don't take the skin off the pineapple, I eat that stuff. If I eat a kiwi, I eat all that furry skin, all that stuff. I don't take that off. If I make mashed potatoes, I don't take the potato skin off. That's all good stuff. There's certain fruits like an orange or something like that, you know, you don't want to eat that skin. But most of the fruits, the skin is a lot of good nutrition stuff, you know. Like, I don't take that off. So yeah, I was doing a series of videos at one time where I was like, you know, showing how I eat different fruit. But bananas, even though you can't eat them with the skin, I typically don't, you know. Skin ain't that good on a banana. But it ain't that bad on a kiwi or a pineapple, you know? Like, I don't know why anybody'd want to take the skin off the pineapple. It all tastes pineapple. It's all juicy. The skin's a little bit tougher than the inner core, but you know. But yeah, like apples, I eat the seeds, all that stuff. The seeds actually have a kind of a nice flavor to them. Oh, my back is itching. I'm gonna use my t-shirt. I need a tree to rub against. Oh, maybe I'll use Taylor's brush. It's just in that spot that you can't reach unless you're like nice and flexible. And I'm not really flexible these days. I gotta regain my flexibility. Alright, we gotta get out of here because the storm front's coming. Yeah, you guys have been watching a while, or either that or you've been watching old videos to be catching that stuff about the fruits and the stuff. That was when I was working at Red Crow College that I made that series of videos. So that was a while back. Now, not quite a decade, but a bit. Uh-oh. Somebody's shooting at me. Where are you? Whoop. Oh. Dang. All-rounder. Heavy impact sniper rifle. Well, I haven't been fisted tonight, so that's a good thing. Oh yeah, from about 2013. Yeah, that would have been, I would have still been at Red Crow College at that time. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty early for my YouTube. It was probably all fitness videos, pretty much. The occasional, like, weird Blackfoot learning video or something, hey? Almost all fitness. Fitness and martial arts. The video has, or the channel has definitely gone through its own evolution over the years, and it keeps changing. I didn't feel smooth at all with those sticks. I felt really clunky, to tell you the truth. And those were heavy sticks. They're natural sticks. They're not like the dried Cali sticks. Like, that might have been why I felt more clunky with them. But my first intro to martial arts from 12 to 18, when I was with that professional kickboxer, he had black belts in Kempo and Taekwondo, and then he was fighting in the California circuits, Southern California, and Dan Inosanto saw him and asked him to come train for a year at the Inosanto Academy, which to this guy, to Bill, was like a dream come true because he was a big Bruce Lee fan, and Dan Inosanto is like Bruce Lee's #1 student, you know. And so he went to train with Dan, and Dan is Filipino, and his main art is Cali. And so he taught Bill, and Bill taught me. Not enough. Like, I don't feel like I represent Cali at all, you know. or a screamer or any of that. But you know, I like to work with the sticks a little bit. Yeah, I know several strike patterns with the sticks, and as well as like just straight techniques without multiple strikes. You know. I need a weapon. Fuck. There. Oh, where'd she go? Shit. Yeah, I was dumb. Max Holloway's BMF fight against Justin Gaethje. Yeah! Yeah! Max is fucking awesome. He's always been awesome. Do I think he's better than BJ Penn in terms of legacy? No. No, BJ is what actually, like, he was one of the guys, like, the primary person, actually, who got me interested in the UFC and what they were doing. Because he was representing Indigenous Hawaii at the time and all of that. And I started looking at it, and I was like, oh shit, this stuff is like... So that's how late in the game I got into UFC. Like, BJ was just starting to win, you know? And it made me all excited, and I got into it. And then, of course, he was jiu-jitsu all the way. And so I started wanting to train jiu-jitsu. And that's when I got resistance from Freddie. You know? He didn't want me training jiu-jitsu. And not associated with his school. But, like, fuck, you can't leave jiu-jitsu out. That's ridiculous now. You know, like, look what's going on. Can't you open your eyes? You know. But yeah, no, I still think, to me, BJ, like, he was the first guy to really be like, you know, the double belt winner, like, he went any weight class, he would go scrap with anybody, you know. He was like, they just don't let people do that shit as easily anymore. You know, I think because of BJ, because he was kind of an asshole to deal with all the time for the UFC. But oh, I don't doubt he's running for political office. I'm surprised it's taken this long. He's a real character, man. He's a wicked character. Max Holloway's more down to earth than BJ. BJ's off. He's unhinged, you know. That's why he gets arrested in bar fights and stuff all the time and shit, you know. He's not alright in the head, and he never has been. But it made him a good UFC fighter, you know. I don't think he should be a political leader. That's just my opinion. There's a whole bunch of guys that are in the highest offices that I don't think should be political leaders, but, you know. I don't know, politics is a weird thing to me. People that, like, don't have any skill, they're just there to represent other people or something. I like the idea of having situational leadership, and so you get the advice on what to do from the ones that are most knowledgeable in the situation that you're making the decision about. And, yeah. That's probably not BJ Penn for a lot of stuff, you know. But I love BJ, but he's crazy, you know. I can get along with crazy people myself, to like, and to some serious extent, crazy people, you know, like legitimately crazy people to some extent. And BJ's, you know, he's not a normal guy. Yeah. And if you don't believe him, if you don't believe me that he's not a normal guy, he'll beat you up and show you. It's a crazy fuck. I'm in trouble. Made a bad move. Ran my truck right into a gunfight. Gotcha. Max Holloway's awesome. But it's pretty hard to like, because BJ was groundbreaking in his time, you know. Like Max Holloway is freaking awesome, but he hasn't done anything that's been like, holy shit, you know. Like, I mean, yeah, he's got good wins and stuff. I like the BMF belt. I love the BMF belt. You know? But it should also be the kind of thing like you have to beat the BMF belt owner to get the BMF belt. I think. It's fun to have a random fight and just call it the BMF fight, you know, but if you have a belt, it should be like transitioning. Changing the subject. Do you feel you lost some of your respect in the Blackfoot world when your friend and mentor Narcissus passed? Not when he passed, no. But afterward, in the next, like, maybe 2 years later, yeah. And that was mainly due to, like, you know, like, me and Chelsea, we had both got recently out of marriages, and our spouses were cousins. And, well, like, Mahoney was Chelsea's husband's cousin, who is Narcissus' son. By the way, Chelsea was married to Narcissus' son. And, so me and Chelsea ran off. And we didn't just run off, we made a big display of our having fun together, you know. And if you're watching the channel at that time, you'll know the kind of stuff I'm talking. This is why my own brother won't even talk to me anymore. Because at one point he contacted me and told me to just knock that shit off, what you guys are doing. And I told him to fuck off, and he did. He's never talked to me since. You know. So I I think I lost some respect when I was with Chelsea and we were showing off together. And at that same time is when I changed my Blackfoot name, which is not, changing your Blackfoot name is nothing weird, but then making it your last name is different. Nobody does that. But I feel like, I don't know, I don't understand why nobody uses their actual Blackfoot name as their last name. To me, like, to me, I'm like, I don't want to be called Clay, you know? I'm not gonna be Cassius Clay. I'm not taking that old name, the old, that name that was just like given, you know? I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be, and I feel more like Ito Mustai than anything else. So, but yeah, that's what those two things, the changing of my last name and me and Chelsea like showing off, is what kind of diminished my respect publicly. I had built up a lot of respect from people. I mean, there were definitely still people that hated me, even, you know, that's why I got terminated from my job, because there was jealousies and hatreds and stuff. Because working with narcissists, I really had kind of a privileged position, you know, where I had license to do cool shit. And when he died, yeah, it wasn't even 2 weeks, and then I was out of Red Crow, you know. So after almost 20 years in. But it wasn't only narcissists. I lost Marie Maruli, who was the president of the college, who was also a good shield of mine. And Alan Pard, who was my elder on the Beaver Bundle, he died that same year of a heart attack. The late Frank Weaselhead, who was also a real, like, community respected guy that was a good close friend and elder of mine. And Mahoney's, we considered him like our grandfather. That's like how we treated him, and we visit him all the time, you know. Yeah, Chelsea was married to Narcissus' son. Yeah, I've been playing with fire for a while, if you haven't been noticing. And, you know, I don't know if part of that's like a rebellion, but I always had a thing for Chelsea. I tried to convince Mahoney, like after we bought our house, I tried to convince Mahoney that her and I should try to help Chelsea and Miles put together a down payment so they could get a house. And Mahoney's like, why would I want to do that for them? I would, you know, if I'm going to do that for somebody, it's going to be for my sister or whatever. But I was thinking about Chelsea, because Chelsea and Miles, you know, they had 3 babies, and they seemed like overwhelmed at the time and everything. I felt bad, like Chelsea was a damsel in distress, and I get it. I'm very attracted to damsels in distress. And when Miles left her, that put her way over the hilt in terms of damsel in distress for me. And I couldn't help myself. And at the time, like, Mahoney and I were not doing well. So What would have Narcissus done if he were still alive when you got back to, when you were together with Chelsea? No, he would not have been pissed off at me. Narcissus was a different kind of guy. He was the kind of guy that he would put on barbecues at Waterton, and he would have his current wife and kids along with his former wife and kids together there. Narcissus was a different kind of guy, and he knew even before he passed. Mahoney and I had a glitch in our relationship with another cousin of Mahoney's, and Narcissus and I talked about that quite a bit. Narcissus would not have been mad at me. Narcissus was like a really good friend of mine. He would have sided with me, you know, over just about anybody, and understood, you know, tried to empathize with what I was going through and what was happening. Yeah. But definitely while he was around, like, nobody could do anything to me, because he would have been right on their case, you know, and everybody loved Narcissus, so, you know. Hey, good evening from Manitoba, Lauren Bird. Are you related to the birds from Montana? From Skapi Pikani? No, I think Narcissus would have actually been, like, upset at Miles for leaving Miles for leaving Chelsea. Like, he would have still been empathetic with Mahoney as well, but his opinions of me wouldn't have decreased because I went with Chelsea. In fact, you know, there was definitely part of me thinking that, like, if there is any kind of, like, afterlife thing that goes on, Narcissus was playing a hand in some of that stuff that went on to bring Chelsea and me together, because his grandkids needed help, you know. Oh, sorry, got killed. I was reading. Dad used to travel west, but wagon not going straight. Like, is there a lot of birds in Manitoba? Like, do you know? Are you from a reserve over there, or what? What's up? I'm just curious, because I got friends in Montana with the last name Bird. Yeah, me and Miles, well, we were better friends before. But we're not enemies. Like, when we bump into each other, we're still good to each other, you know? But we had some real rough conversations when I was with Chelsea, you know, and that stuff we haven't ever, like, sat down, really talked over or anything like that, you know. So, but we're not Both Miles and Joey, who's Narcissus' other son, um, we still, like, when we meet in public and stuff, we're still very good to each other and everything. But we used to actually socialize and do some stuff together. We don't do that stuff anymore, you know. But we're not hating on each other for that, for what happened. Yeah. Yeah, it's water under the bridge. What do you have to let stuff go, you know? Like I think with I don't know, I find with between men I'm able to do this real easily. And, you know, sometimes to the effect of actually, you know, everything's back to normal. Sometimes the water under the bridge means, yeah, there's no tensions, but you don't have the friendship anymore, you know? Not the way it was or whatever. But other times it's actually like, is water under the bridge, and I'm able to pull that off with men on occasion. With women, I don't seem to be able to pull off the water under the bridge entirely. Ever. Maybe. Do I follow the NHL? If so, who do I want to win tomorrow? Well, everybody here is cheering for the Oilers, and I'm not a hockey guy. You know, I'm American originally, so I grew up with hockey, and I'm not excited by team sports in general, you know. So, yeah, I don't really follow it, but I know everybody's like flipping out, hoping that the Oilers somehow win, but are not really confident that it's going to happen. That's about the sum of what I understand about the situation, but I'm not following it myself. Not going to watch it. Don't know any players at all. Yeah, pretty much completely uninterested. The most interest I've had in hockey was when, like, my girlfriend's you know, dad was interested in and wanted watching, like, you know, I'm talking about more than one girlfriend here too, because if you're around girls in Canada, their dads like hockey. So in order to like try to like socialize with a dad on occasion, I have to like watch a hockey game and try to be interested in it and shit. But otherwise, yeah, nah, it's just not my thing. And I don't really do team sports, like, in any, like, whether it's hockey or basketball or baseball or football, soccer, aka football. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's, you know, I had bad experiences as a kid with team sports. Like, I'm not really naturally a team sports guy or something. Hey, when I do any kind of competitive athletics at all, if it's on the individual level, that the competition is taking place, then I tend to do okay. But if I'm playing with a team, then I seem to always end up on the losing team, and I'm not a good player either, and it just, like, I don't know, makes me feel like I'm, you know, just not even athletic. So, yeah, I don't follow team sports. I'm not into team sports. Hockey among them. I have to. I gotta go by my own thing. Like, this is why it's really hard for somebody to live with me, too, you know. I did sports. I didn't do high school sports. I did pre-high school team sports. By the time I was in high school, I was in martial arts. And so I was doing martial arts the whole time I was in high school and middle high. Hey, from grade 6 to grade 12, it was all martial arts. But before that, they made me do basketball, several seasons of baseball, soccer, and it was always a bad experience for me. It just, like, deflated my ego. It didn't build me up at all. I ended up on losing teams. I wasn't even a good player and shit. But in martial arts, you know, even if I was getting my ass kicked, if I wasn't leaving because I got my ass kicked, I felt good, you know? Yeah, I'm definitely more the autonomous kind of guy, hey? And this is causing issues for me. In life, in different ways. I'm not a very good team player. I mean, not that I'm not a good team player, as long as I have my license to create, you know, to do my thing. Where the fuck is that coming from? But the minute somebody tries to start telling me what I have to do and shit and how I have to be, it doesn't work out, you know. I'm fairly feral. One of my past, where is this person? One of my past mentors, the late Tim Buckley in anthropology. He used to call me, he said I was just fucking brutally honest. You know? So much like I insulted him many times. Just being honest. But he recognized it for what it was. He was a Zen guy, you know. In fact, after he left academia, he went into a monastery and just zenned out the rest of his life until he died. That's a level of isolation that I'm not interested in. The whole, you know, life is suffering, so we should, like, detach from everything and all of that kind of, nah. Alright, good night, man. I'm just fucking playing around and talking to, whoever's listening, so good night. See you tomorrow, probably be on here. Alright, you two, what's up? Is that still you, Bungee Skunk? Or did you take off already? Oh, somebody took off. Maybe this will be my last game for this stream. I think I'll switch back to Creed. Try some boxing real quick. Couple rounds and then come back to this before I go to bed. Yeah, I'm just fucking playing games. 'Cause I ain't got nothing better to do apparently. Oh shit, storm front thing, I gotta watch out for that thing. What's up, you two? Send me a message. Start a conversation. It's too quiet. If I die here, I'm probably gonna sign off. Whoops. Nothing like giving away your position. Once again, I come up on the Sami Sapi. Take a look around, see if there's anybody I can like snipe out, you know. $25 players left. Suppose I should just keep going away from the eye of the storm. Fuck Metallica, I'm not going over there. There's no monetization over there. I saw Metallica one time in Shreveport, Louisiana. Would have been 1991 or 92. It's a while ago. Me and my army buddies drove up to Shreveport to see them. Get the high ground. Always go for the high ground. I'm always surprised when I get up to the peak of these points that there's not somebody else waiting up here. Oh, somebody got home downstairs. What's up, you two? I know there's 2 viewers here. What's going on? Say something before I end up signing off. It's not going to be much longer. I'm going to go boxing. And I found the other night, I tried to switch between games while I was still streaming, and it didn't work. Might try streaming boxing. Well, not tonight. It'll be too goofy. But soon. So I kind of got that game a little bit figured out. I did good today, though. I won both of my fights that I got in. Where is this person? Come on. Fuck. I'm almost a little bit surprised that I can play these games, because I do have a little bit of an issue with the, like at movie theaters, gunfire can like trigger me and do weird shit. Last occasion, I went to go see Killers of the Flower Moon with Chrissy, and there was a scene where somebody shot. It was like they were having like a carnival or something. Somebody shot a pistol that ricocheted off of a lamppost or something, and the ricochet sound tripped me out, and I started searching for my rifle under my. I was like freaking out trying to find my rifle, and then I went out in the hall for a minute just to like be like, all right, dude, chill out, and then I went back in. Watch the movie, but something in the sound copy, and this has happened on other occasions when I'm watching a movie, especially in the movie theater with the kind of surround sound and all of that shit. If the gunshot has just a certain quality or something, it's not good for me. But for some reason I can play these games and have no problem. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for tonight, I think. I'm going to sign out for the evening. How do I do this? How do I stop streaming? Oh yeah, I got to go to this thing. Broadcast settings.